Welcome to 21st Sports Preview for the Divisional Round Playoff game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. That's going to be played January 16th. That's going to be the 4:30 game as the Patriots and the Chiefs are going to be facing off for the first time this year. They haven't faced off since back in 2014, but let's go over the stats for this year, and we'll talk a little bit about the last time they faced off. But in 2015, the Kansas City Chiefs, they ended the season on a 10-game winning streak, and then they beat Houston in the wild card round, so they're red hot 11-game winning streak that they're coming off of entering this game. And during the season, the Chiefs were 27th in offensive yards overall, and they were 9th in the league in scoring 25.3 points per game. The Patriots, contrastly, were 6th in the league in yards on offense and 3rd in scoring 29.1 points per game. So the Patriots average almost 4 points more per game on offense. But we look at the offensive numbers a little further, and the passing offense for the Chiefs is 30th in yards, the Patriots 5th in yards in passing, and then on the ground, the Chiefs are 6th in rushing yards, the Patriots 30th in rushing yards. So it's kind of flipped there, as the Chiefs tend to favor their rushing attack and the Patriots favor their passing attack. Then we look at the defense of both teams, and the Chiefs allowed the 7th fewest yards in the season and the 3rd least points, allowing just 17.9 points per game. The Patriots allowed the 9th least amount of yards and the 10th least amount of points, allowing just 19.7 points per game. So the Chiefs, they allow an average of about 2 less points per game, and the Patriots score almost 4 more points per game. So that, if you do the math there, it comes down to pretty much a 2-point game. But we look at the defense of both these teams in terms of their pass and rush defenses, and the Chiefs' pass defense allowed the 9th fewest yards. The Patriots' pass defense, the 17th fewest yards. And on the rushing defensive end of things, the Chiefs were 8th in yards allowed, and the Patriots 9th. So the Patriots have somewhat of a weak spot in their pass defense and yards allowed, although the Chiefs aren't really known for their passing attack. And the Chiefs got a pretty good run defense and a good pass defense, and that's going to be tough for the Patriots. Of course, they're a little bit one-dimensional, especially with the injuries in their backfield. They rely heavily on the pass. And we look at the turnover differential for both teams. The Chiefs are plus 20. That's 2nd in the league. The Patriots at plus 7th. They're 7th in the league. So the Chiefs get a lot more turnovers. They get a lot more turnovers than most teams. But at plus 20 and then plus 7 for the Patriots, they're, that's 13 more for the Chiefs. And with that, that was actually an issue the last time that these two teams faced off last year when they faced off, and that was back in, I think it was week 5, and the result of that game was 41-14. The Chiefs won that one. Of course, that was actually a turning point for the Patriots season last year. They would go on to win the next 7 games in 10 of their last 12, and then go on to win 3 in the postseason, including the Super Bowl. So the Patriots used that to really whip themselves into shape. Is at that time, a lot of people thought the Patriots were done when the Chiefs came in and routed them. I believe that was Monday Night Football. It was a primetime game. But the Patriots turned it around. But in that game, though, the Chiefs, true to the form that they are in this year, they forced a lot of turnovers. They intercepted Brady twice in that game. And Alex Smith had one of his best passing games as he went 20 for 26, and he had 3 touchdowns in that game, throwing for almost 250 yards. And Alex Smith doesn't really, have big passing games, but he does tend to, at times, get the ball in the end zone through the air. Although he's going to be without one of his main targets. At least that's what it looks like. Is Jeremy Maclin is a game time decision, but I'd be pretty surprised to see Maclin out there. And if he is, I'd be shocked to see him really be too effective in anything more than a decoy. The Patriots also have some questions with Gronkowski not having practiced during the week. And we'll see how effective Gronkowski can be, as he had some lingering injuries from earlier on in the year, but he looked pretty healthy the last few weeks. Of course, the Patriots, they ended the season in somewhat of a slump, as they won just 2 out of their last 6 games, going 2-4 in the last 6, including losses to Denver, Philadelphia, New York, and Miami. Of course, all of those losses were within one score, other than the last one there to Miami. They lost by 10 points. But they lost 2 of those 4 games in overtime as well. So the Patriots, not really hot right now. Of course, they did get the rest, so they should be fresh, but they're going against a team that has a lot of momentum on their side. As I said earlier, they've won 11 games in a row. And it's been a while since these two teams have faced off, but they're primarily the same team. If anything, the Chiefs are actually a little bit more deadly with their defense, especially when you consider the season that Marcus Peters is having, as he's been one of the top ball hawks in the league, and he bolsters a defense that the last time they saw the Patriots picked off Brady twice. So it's going to be a tough game for the Patriots. It should be a really exciting game to watch, a fun game to watch, and it's going to come down to really if the Chiefs can make some plays through the airs. They've got the running game, even though they're a little banged up in their backfield as well. Last time around they had Jamal Charles back there, and Niall Davis had over 100 yards. Of course, Niall Davis had that big kick return to lead things off in Wild Card Week, but he hasn't really been running the ball out of the backfield. They've been more going with Jacandrick West and Spencer Ware. So it'll be interesting to see if the Patriots can shut them down, as the Patriots have struggled all year against the run, and they're going to have to force some turnovers for a team that actually protects the ball really well. Alex Smith does not throw too many turnovers or too many interceptions. The Patriots, they're going to have to protect the ball against a team that forces a lot of turnovers. We saw in that wild card game, not only during the regular season did the Chiefs get a lot of turnovers, but in that game right there, they had 4 interceptions and a fumble, 5 turnovers for Hoyer. And the Houston Texans, a team that the Chiefs beat twice, once in the regular season and then again in the wild card game, they have a lot of Patriots coaches, so the Texans kind of style themselves after the Patriots. Of course, the Patriots are the real deal. They're the real thing. They're the authentic version. And they've got, of course, Tom Brady, the future Hall of Famer, under center. And anytime you got Brady at quarterback, then, and it's the playoffs, chances are, you've got good odds. But it's going to really come down to their defense, though, if they can, stop the Chiefs. And the Chiefs do struggle to put up points. So that's the thing. If they can hold the Chiefs' running game and force Alex Smith to have to beat him with his arm, and without Maclin out there, if they can maybe pull off, some turnovers, then the Patriots have a chance to win this game. It is in Foxborough. The weather is going to be pretty rough, as it's been raining and snowing in New England, and so we expect to see some pretty rough conditions come game time. Of course, Kansas City, no stranger to bad weather and rough weather, as it does get rough out there in Kansas City as well at Arrowhead, but this one in Foxborough. And really the Patriots, they've actually got some weapons coming back, and Edelman's going to be back. Amendola looks healthy, so the receiving core should be pretty healthy for Brady. He should have some good targets, even with Gronk being a little banged up. Chandler is also banged up there at the tight end position, so expect to see Edelman to have a pretty big game. And if Edelman can have a good game, Brady can get them into the end zone. And if he can stay off of his back, because the Chiefs are known to sack the quarterback, but if Brady can, avoid the pass rush, and if he can protect the ball, then the Patriots should be able to pull this one off in what should be a really exciting game. coming down to the wire. It really could go either way in this one. It's going to be a really tight matchup. It's going to be one of the tougher games that the Patriots have faced in the playoffs. But I have to go with New England in this game. Belichick and Tom Brady, two of the best once it comes playoff time. And with their defense, if they can, hold the Chiefs in check, and if they can force a couple turnovers of their own, I think that they can take this one. But let me know what you think in the comments section below. Definitely interested to read your thoughts and opinions. Thank you very much for listening. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you're having a good day, had a great week, and have a great weekend, and enjoy all the sports.